President Donald Trump has made big law in the US his current target, especially those law firms that are linked to the Democratic Party or individuals that have a past with Trump. So what has happened? Well, it all started when the White House issued executive orders against 3 law firms in mid-March. Paul Weiss, Covington and Burling, and Perkins Coie were all sanctioned. In the last week, Jenner & Block and WilmerHale joined that list. As a result, the firm's government security clearances were revoked, and any government contracts held are now under review. Now, these firms were no random pickings. Perkins Coie represented the 2016 campaign of Hillary Clinton. Covington represented Jack Smith, the man who brought criminal charges against Trump over his role in the 2021 Capitol riots. Paul Weiss's former member included Mark Pomerantz, the man who investigated Trump's finances and payments to Stormy Daniels. Jenner & Block, because his former partner included Andrew Weissman, who worked on the Robert Mueller's investigation, and WilmerHale, whose former member was actually Robert Mueller, the former FBI director who led the investigation into allegations of collusion between Russia and Trump's first presidential campaign. Perkins are ready to successfully challenge the sanctions after a district judge in Washington allowed a preliminary injunction against the executive order. On March 28, Jenner & Block and WilmerHale hit back. Both have filed lawsuits to target these orders. These firms' action differ from Paul Weiss, who last week prior folded against Trump's threats by agreeing to supply $40 million in free legal advice to the White House. As big law in the US continues to be in crisis mode regarding what is happening, some have signed anonymous letters of support, while others have kept their heads in the sand. According to the FT, none of the top 20 law firms in the US have so far offered their unconditional support to any effort by Perkins to fight its sanctions. An associate at Skadden Arps went viral on LinkedIn last week after she posted a letter in which she threatened to resign in protests. Rachel Cohen condemned the law firm she worked at for failing to speak out against Trump's attacks on law firms. While all of this is going on, Trump has also questioned the DEI practices of law firms. One of his federal agencies has sent 11-page letters to 20 law firms, including A&O Sherman, Freshfields, and Hogan Lovells, requesting information on their DEI policies. Now, this issue is not just a US problem. Due to how powerful the US law firms are in the UK legal market, this situation is finding itself slipping across the Atlantic Ocean. As firms currently continue to bury their heads in the sand, while silently trying to hide evidence of DE&I, London partners will find themselves in a tricky situation. For more on this story, check out cityam.com.